Yes, come in, please.
Hi, I'm Caden. I have an appointment with Mr. Owen.
Mr. Owen. Just one second. You can have a seat.
Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Owen. Mr. Cleveland's here to see you. You'll be right in? All right. Okay, thank you. Bye. He'll be right here.
Thank you.
Mr. Cleveland?
Yeah,
How's it going?
doing well. Caden.
Doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Come on back here.
Thank you.
So how was the trip?
Oh, it was all right.
Did you fly or drive?
I actually drove.
Did?
How long did it take? 6 hours.
Ooh, wow.
That's all right.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll tell you what, here's my resume and cover letter you asked for.
Okay. Alright. Katie Cleveland. Alright. Let's get this started and send you on your way. So how about you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was born in Oklahoma City, born and raised, and went to school, high school all throughout in Oklahoma City. Coming out of high school, I got a baseball scholarship to go to Morehead State University, which is in eastern Kentucky. And then baseball kind of took me all around the country. I finally ended up back in Oklahoma City actually, at Oklahoma Christian University, where I am getting my degree in business management.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, why do you want to work for Edward Jones?
You know, I've done a lot of research over a lot of the personal financial advising companies, and being a financial advisor is one thing that has always sparked my interest, and I've always kind of wanted to, have the possibility of becoming a professional financial advisor.
Okay.
And from all my research, from what I can tell, is that Edward Jones does a great job of taking care of their employees, and it just seems like a great environment to work in.
Well, it is. It's a great place to work. What experience do you feel has prepared you to become a financial advisor?
Honestly, because of baseball, I have not much experience, business experience, because I've never been able to have an internship spot or anything like that because I'm constantly playing. But I do think my experience comes from personal experience. I've been investing in stocks and different assets for a long time personally, and I've been able to learn a lot just from different researching and reading different books and things like that. So my experience really comes from a personal level.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years?
That's a good question. In 5 years, hopefully if I get this job, I could see myself becoming a financial advisor have my own branch for Edward Jones possibly. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing I really enjoy about Edward Jones is that they let people have their own branches and kind of run their own company, which is definitely kind of what set Edward Jones apart for me. So.
Okay. You did a great job on your resume and a lot of great things. Wow, you had a 3.9 GPA?
Yeah, I have a cumulative 3.9 GPA throughout college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that accurately reflect your abilities?
I honestly, I believe that a GPA can be very deceiving, but in my situation, I believe that I earned that 3.9 GPA because I did work very hard, and there were a lot of classes where I didn't understand everything, but because I took advantage of different opportunities that the instructor may have given, tutoring or different things like that, I believe I worked hard enough, and I earned that 3.9 GPA.
That's good. I mean, that's really tough to balance everything out, and that's tough. What type of salary are you looking for?
Some different numbers that I've seen kind of vary, but I honestly believe that a good number that I feel I would earn is about $7,000 for the summer internship.
$7,000. It's a little high.
You know, I honestly believe, I'm not going to highball you or anything like that. I sincerely believe that that's the money that I would earn. I feel like any higher, and I would be taking advantage of you. Any lower, you may be taking advantage of me. Because the $7,000, I can guarantee you I will completely earn, and I feel like I will be doing all the responsibilities to make that money.
You said you played baseball?
I did play baseball.
Yeah, I love baseball. I love baseball.
You got a glove.
Oh yeah. So what's your favorite part about baseball?
My favorite part about baseball, I love being a catcher, and I just loved how hard it was, honestly. I love the aspects of being a catcher, and for instance, the leadership role of being a catcher. Playing that position, you have to have a certain level of leadership, because everybody kind of looks to you to make sure you're the calming presence on the field, make sure things don't get out of hand. And I really enjoyed the situational things that put me into.
And I love baseball too.
It's great.
It's a good game. If you were aware that a coworker was falsifying data, what would you do?
You know, that's a very sticky situation that some people unfortunately find themselves in. I would probably personally address that person to make sure they understood what they were doing was wrong. And once they understood that, if the action continued, then I would have to take it to a higher level of authority and let them deal with the situation.
Put it in their hands?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Describe a time when you worked successfully with a team.
Oh, you know, I've mentioned it a lot before already, but baseball has helped me been able to develop on the team atmosphere. I've learned that, you know, there's no winning without the team, and I've learned how to deal with different situations that may arise, and I've also learned to, obviously being a catcher, like I just mentioned, that I have to take maybe even a leadership role on that team. So I'm very comfortable working with the team, and I do enjoy it.
Do you have any questions for me?
You know, I've done a lot of research over your company, and really the only question I have is, what will my responsibilities be if I get this position?
As an intern?
Yeah, it's a summer internship.
What it involves is we will team you up with a financial advisor, and it's a busy time for them.
Right.
So we have to lighten their load as much as possible.
Right.
Now you will be doing a lot of their work, you know, just to try to free them up.
Okay.
So that way you learn all about it, all aspects of it. One last question. I get a lot of resumes in, and I get a lot of 4.0 students.
Yeah.
What makes you different? Why should I hire you than to hire those other people?
You know, I honestly believe that there's a difference between obviously 4.0 and 3.9. And as I mentioned before, a GPA can be very deceiving. So someone who might have not necessarily deserved that got it. But anyways, the reason that I feel like I would be more fit for the job that you are offering me is I feel like I have leadership abilities and communication abilities that can be very useful as a financial advisor to let people know that, you know, to let them know that I'm on their side almost, and I'm there for them. Another thing is that I'm very much here to learn, and just looking for the opportunity to see if personal financial advising is the route that I want to go.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're done here. I'm glad you made the trip.
I am too.
I really enjoyed it, and you know, I'll be. It'll probably be a week before I get back with you.
Okay.
But be looking for a phone call.
Okay, absolutely. If I don't hear from you by then, I'll give you a call, okay?
All right,
Okay.
sounds good. Mr. Cleveland?
Thank you very much, Mr. Owen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just go out the door here.
Just out the door.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Be in contact.
All right.